All right, and so I know you all were looking forward to some real Disney magic, so I thought I would let you know that this story actually begins at Disney. So not Disney World, Disneyland, and in the dark, old, ancient, historical times of Star West 2024, which was at the Disneyland Hotel, I was sitting outside after a long conference day working on some code. I had some code I was giving for a session later, and I just needed to get this one Docker thing working so that I could present it the next day. So I was sitting outside with a bunch of other speakers, Jason Arbon, Tariq, Andy Knight. We were all hanging out, and I said, we're going to go to drinks, but I just need to finish this one thing. And Jason, who's a big AI guy, says, well, how are you doing it? I said, oh, I'm doing cutting-edge AI stuff. Look, I'm going to Bing and accessing Copilot, and I'm copy-pasting my error messages in and copy-pasting those back into my IDE. And I'm like, I'm going to have this done pretty soon. Look how amazing this is. And so Jason said, that's cool, but that's like last month's cutting edge. Again, October 2024. You should really try this new thing called Cursor. And I'm like, I'm not installing a thing. You're going to hack my machine, man. He said, no, Cursor, it's a fork of VS Code, and it's all what the cool kids are doing now. It lets you get your integration directly in the IDE. It uses some cool new text so that it just is aware of all the context of what you're trying to do. And I said, I don't trust you, dude. So Jason said, look, I'll bet you a drink tonight. If you install Cursor, you're going to solve this problem in 10 minutes. And I said, yeah, bet's on, because I'm going to solve this problem in 10 minutes by myself, and you're going to owe me a really fancy, overpriced Disney drink. So I'm sitting there, and I'm typing, and 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 40 minutes go by, 70 minutes go by, and everybody's kind of hanging around, getting ready to go. And Jason's looking at me, and I'm not looking at him. And so finally, I was like, oh, just download this thing. What could go wrong? So I was in VS Code anyway, and Cursor has a fork, so it was trivial to just load my stuff up. And I unfortunately had to owe Jason Arbon a couple of drinks because I did, in fact, boot my code up into Cursor, tell it what the problem is, and within the first 7 minutes, it said, yeah, here's the issue with your Docker context, which I didn't even think to look at. And your code is all fine. It's just this 2-line change. Here you go. You're working. 7 minutes, 70 minutes. And I thought I was doing the right thing. But it turns out I'd already fallen behind state of the art, and it happened so fast. So what we're going to talk about today is how to make vibe coding be your superpower. How can you avoid a Jason Arbon moment so you don't have to owe him a whole bunch of drinks and be able to really take work that used to take weeks, ages to do, get it done in minutes. So we've really passed a threshold. And as much as we might talk about, you can't go back. We cannot put this genie back in the bottle. We have passed a threshold. More and more people are doing this. The expectation is there. We saw it from Donna. Look at the CEOs running their orgs this way. We can't go back to the pre-AI world, but what we can do is get on top of it, ride the crest of that wave as AI continues to grow and continues to level up.